Now, do you know? And this week will be a should you know topic. Now, I want everyone to take a little trip back in time, right? Think about, let's see, how old are we? 23? Everyone here is 23, yes.
No. I just turned 23.
Yeah, you're fucking 23. Fuck you. I was just thinking about your birthday. You're the day before April Fool's Day. Fun fact.
2 more months for me.
That's right. Fuck, you're the first to turn 24.
Not quite a fool.
You old fuck.
Wait, so am I the youngest here?
Yeah, you little bitch.
Little baby.
Now I gotta go back into my Google history for the full list. No, it's actually Roy Rogers' restaurant.
Ew.
Because before this, we were researching
1984 murder.
I wonder what that's.
Everybody read about it.
Is that what the kids are searching up on Pornhub these days? Roy Rogers.
Roy Rogers. So,
yeah, that and Overwatch.
like I said, think back to when we were all young lads, and I'm gonna pose a problem with how we raise children.
Okay.
Because you have a child, right?
Not ready to announce that yet on the 4.
Yeah, why did you include yourself in the we raise?
True.
Well, I've always
question.
heard that like the worst thing for a parent is when somebody else criticizes parenting when they don't have a kid.
Well,
Any Hoosers,
yes.
All right.
parents lie to their fucking kids all the time, right? Say I'm
Many
wrong.
do.
Most specifically on certain holidays.
Yes.
Do not do
So-
this to me.
So,
Do not shatter my dreams.
do you know?
Spoiler alert!
Yeah, spoilers for the children out there. Do you know why parents lie to people about holidays? Specifically, let's go down the list, right?
Christmas.
Santa Claus,
Santa Claus.
the Easter Bunny, the Tooth Fairy, not really a holiday, but a figment of imagination. Are there
Yeah.
any I'm missing? Those are the I feel like those are the big three, right?
The leprechaun.
Is that what you were told, the Irish boy? the magic leprechaun?
What about Baby Nunu?
Is that a Greek god? I don't know.
No, what the fucking New Year's baby? I don't know.
What, Baby Nunu is not, no.
No, I feel like wasn't that like a skin on Smite?
I don't know.
Yeah, Baby Nunu, something, that's
Baby Foo-Foo or something.
something along
It
those
was a
lines is in my
Cupid- It
mind.
was a Cupid skin.
I think you're right.
Baby Foo-Foo.
So, I'm sitting in my car, right, and I'm driving, and
You're thinking of why the hell did my parents lie to me about Santa?
no, one of the podcasts I was listening to, too, I think we're talking about how kids find out that, you know, there's this fat fuck in the North Pole that somehow is banging out Mrs. Claus and somehow
way more-
delivers all these gifts to all the children around the world, right? So the gist of my topic is
Just.
obviously
Just.
don't discriminate against words, Nick. That's racist.
Jizz.
Why do parents lie? 1, and 2, what are your stories with them? Because I remember a specific story with me of when I officially understood that Santa wasn't true. Right? Don't remember how old it was.
Kid.
No, but I did have a friend on the show who I'm going to put on blast because I don't care. Because he was on our show, Christian. One year when we were very little, him and his brother put a tape recorder in their Christmas tree.
Oh my god.
And put it on record when we all thought Santa was real. Fun fact, ruined Santa that year because it was like that next step of confirmation wasn't true because they heard their parents. Shocker, on Christmas Eve. But then, did you guys, when you were younger, have Mr. Claus come on a fire truck to your house like the weeks before Christmas? Did any of you have that?
Well, here's what happened with me with that.
Okay.
So my next door neighbor, who his father was a fireman and stuff like that.
Kid from our high school?
Yeah, so
Okay.
I mean
You got ran over by the fire truck, right?
Ran over by reindeer.
so he had the he had the you know, the Santa on the fire truck come
Yeah,
every
that's
year.
right.
So he'd come and he'd drop off, you know, whatever gift over there, and it'd be this night. It'd be a pretty decent gift. Like, I'd be like, all right, that's pretty cool.
Relevant to
then, you
what
know,
your
I'd-
fans.
You know, we'd see the fire truck come, so I'd go outside. We'd go outside and be like, oh, yeah, hey, Santa, what's up? And then I'd get a gift. And I'd look at this thing, and I'd be like, what the fuck is
Oh,
this? Like, what did I
mothballs.
get? look what he got. What the fuck?
Yeah.
But, like, you know, in the end, it's like, wow, I actually ended up getting something. So, I mean,
Yeah.
who cares? But I always laugh at that. It was like, as a kid, I was like, "Are you fucking?" Like in my
Yeah,
head, I was like, "What the?"
And you were
then,
so
like,
pissed
look
at
it,
Santa.
and I look at it now, like it's so like, who cares?
This brought up a younger mememory, but the reason I brought up the fire truck. So you didn't have this, Nick? You never got
No
this?
fire truck that I
Mike?
can recall.
I mean, I remember that. I don't know.
So
But I
your parents would
remember,
like
the whole
this
thing.
whole thing about it?
And the instance of me, I think that only happened like once too.
I think
And
this happened like twice or so, but you could call the township and there would be days where they would have Santa come around on a fire truck and deliver presents. Now, the year I finally got like that final confirmation was, I guess the plan was that you have to hide your presents on the lawn and then Santa picks them up to give to you from your parents' but they don't come with the presents.
Yeah, I'd imagine.
So I went out on my front porch and behind the little chair that was on our porch were like 2 wrapped gifts, and I was like,
What?
fuck is this? And I was like, don't look at that. And I was like, all right. And so I was like, I thought you liked this. Sit on my lap, which is a little creepy. All right, we all sit on Santa's lap.
Sure.
Right? Where the fuck did that belief start? I don't really want to know the history. And he gives me this gift. So I was like, you know what? We got the tape recorder. My mom gave the gifts for this fake ass Santa Claus. Santa's not real. That was the final straw. Because
When was this? How old were you?
20. 21. No, I couldn't really tell you. I was super, super young. But I remember that as being like the final nail in the coffin. Like you already knew for a significant amount of time. But that was gone.
I don't know, dude. That shit was sick. I look back on those times so fondly, dude. Of
When you
me and
think
my,
about it,
I
me
remember
and-
when I got a Razor scooter.
me and my brothers growing up and like waking up Christmas morning and our parent like
Was there a better feeling?
no, we'd
No.
wake up. First
No.
of all, that was like the earliest I would ever wake up
Oh,
with my
yeah.
wife.
Yep.
I'd wake up at like 6:30 a.m. I'd be like, "Let's fucking go!"
Torture your parents. Wake up.
I'd run in. I'd start jumping on their bed. or
Yep.
whatever.
Mom, wake up. Dad,
Me and
wake
my
up.
brothers
Santa's
would
here.
wake up and like because we all slept on the second floor. We'd all get ready to go down the steps. My dad would be like, "Wait. Just sit on the steps and wait." So we'd be sitting
Oh
there
my
on the
God,
steps
you
and be
got-
like shaking.
yeah.
Oh my God, the presents are down there. Jesus. And my dad would go in. He'd set up the camera.
Good,
and
good.
and all of a sudden he'd set up the camera in the room. And then like when we'd go back and like watch the tapes, just be the still camera on the room. All of a sudden you hear. My brother would get in. He'd be looking around. He's like, "What the fuck is going on?" He runs over to his little spot, and like all this shit would be
Each
there.
kid
And
had
it
a
was
special-
oh, we had a section of the
Special,
tree.
no, different wrapping paper per child sometimes.
We didn't have
I
that.
had that.
We just had our designated section
Spots.
of the tree.
My mom was good with about different wrapping paper per child. So once you identified your wrapping paper, you were in
You were
it.
golden.
Mike, as the Greek boy, you celebrate
Normal Christmas.
Okay. No, but I remember growing up, even because I've known you for far too long that I've liked. You did presents on Christmas Eve, which was different than me, right?
Nope.
When did you do presents?
Do you-
Normal Christmas.
No, you did on Christmas Day?
Yes.
Okay.
Do you celebrate Zeus?
Yes. The Thunder God.
I'll tell you right now, Mike, that memory is ingrained in my head. So there was one Christmas that I must have asked you, and you, I guess, randomly did them on Christmas Eve, and I've rolled with that the rest of my life.
No. We went. No.
Your
No.
grandparents and stuff, maybe?
Yeah, no, we went to our grandparents' house for dinner on Christmas Eve. Not even my Greek grandparents, the other grandparents.
Mama.
Yeah, and we did like family like presents from like cousins and uncles and
Yeah, I usually
like,
do
all
on
that
Christmas Eve,
stuff
yeah.
on Christmas Eve.
Okay, so I think I've accepted that memory as your normal Christmas for being Greek, and I've just used that for the rest of my life.
I mean, and then when we got older, we would do like one present from our from our parents on Christmas Eve.
Okay, maybe that's what I'm thinking
like
of
real
then.
late at night.
Yeah. That was me. That was how my house was.
What, you did one present?
Yeah, we'd get
What, you
one.
get to pick one?
Yeah,
And your parents
we'd
had
run
it.
it out
Oh.
and be like, it was
I
so
was
stressful.
sleeping on the couch and waking up at 3 a.m. right by the tree.
So I want to do a whole topic on Christmas, and specifically about favorite
Like,
gifts.
fucking kid Mike, what the fuck is
Yeah.
he going to bed, kid?
We'll focus on parents' lives. So I want to bring up the next liar, and I'm gonna skip the trash bag Easter bunny and roll on to right.
I always was suspicious of
Yeah,
that one.
fuck the Easter bunny. We'll get to him in a minute.
That was like the earliest one, I
Yeah.
think.
The tooth fairy.
Well,
Come
yeah.
on.
I mean, yeah.
Now, this got ruined for me at a very young age as well when I was at my grandparents'
Now,
house.
this one is more of a credit to parents than it is
Yeah, it's pretty.
It is difficult.
Impressive.
Yeah.
than it is them act like
There's
it
no,
being
I'm,
a
no,
lie.
I was thinking about it. There's an argument to be made for that. Some credit is due.
Yeah.
However, if you're in my position, you're at your grandparents' house from Italy, and you lose a tooth that day earlier at dinner, eating the delicious Italian food.
As soon as that happened, your parents were like, "Oh fuck,
So, yeah.
shit."
So Brandon falls asleep, I think, upstairs, right? And maybe I went downstairs. I don't really know the fine details. However, there was money left under a pillow by my cousin, who's awesome. There was some money left under a different pillow by my parents, who were trying to do their job as the tooth fairy. And my Italian grandparents, I think my grandma, who doesn't really know, God rest her soul, left the money under another pillow. So young Brandon is like, why the fuck are there 3 different money locations for this goddamn tooth fairy that left me money?
She had a little bit to drink that night.
Yeah, and everyone was just leaving me money. I was happy,
Yeah.
but I was like, what the why? Who invented this shit?
I think to make it easy for myself, if I ever have a kid, I'm just gonna fucking throw a strobe light across the room and go in there with like $20 in my hand and be like, "Holy shit, you see that? He fucking left us!"
Not only that, dude. Due to inflation now, parents are fucked with the tooth fairy now.
yeah,
They gotta
sure.
leave like a couple bucks.
Oh, yeah.
It's like
Couple
what the hell?
dollars.
I would get like a couple quarters.
Well, that was the best
get-
thing
Go
too.
get some
1
bazooka.
quarter.
Go get some bazooka bubble gum
No.
at the baseball field or something.
I'm glad you said this because I remember that being a huge reason where it was like my parents and cousin left like a few bucks and then my Italian grandparents left me like a 20, which at the time was like a fucking $150.
Yeah.
Now I was like, I'm fucking cruising. This is a great tooth fairy. So fuck that.
Yeah, like probably one of the best nights of my parents' life. That's a stretch. But like where they were a little bit relieved was like there was one night where I was laying on this family room. It had like a sort of
An
a white-
ottoman.
No,
Okay,
I was
just wanted
laying.
to say that.
I used to like lay on the floor on a pillow. And
We
then
don't know what
used
you're
to have,
saying.
like, we used to have a pretty decently big TV, so I'd be laying on the floor just staring at this TV. And the carpet that I was laying on was whitish. And, I had a loose tooth, so I was kind of fiddling with it as I was watching Nickelodeon. Next thing you know, I could tell it was gonna go. So I was like, all right, I'm just
Give
gonna
it that
rip
little
this.
extra.
Cranked it out. Thing fell out of my mouth into the floor, and I was like, where the
Blood
fuck did
all
my
over.
tooth go? And I literally couldn't find it at all. It was lost forever.
Fun
And
fact.
that was the greatest day of your parents' life.
Yeah, because they were like, "Wow, we don't gotta sneak into this kid's room."
Oh, that's
and
where it was going. I
and
was like,
slip
wait,
a
wait,
no,
couple
I
of
got
cents.
that part, but I'm just
No, I was on your trial. I was like, wait, how does it their greatest day? But any Hoosiers, that brought me to my random fun fact before we get on to the Easter honey. First time I ever lost my first tooth, as I recall, was eating an apple like a cartoon. That's any,
What?
like, you know how in the cartoons you'd eat an apple, lose a tooth? I literally lost my first tooth, as I recall, by eating an apple. I felt like a cartoon character.
Wow,
You
that's
are
great.
a
You
cartoon
are.
I
character.
know, that's why I'm living up to the name. All right, the Easter Bunny. This creepy fuck. Now, Nick, as a resident priest of foreplay,
Now you're
now you're a
now you're
priest
an ordained
or a
priest.
priestess.
You went from the scientist to the priest.
Why can't I
It's
be
the most
both?
ironic thing ever.
That doesn't have to be ironic, but another
Listen, you
topic
missed
for
you
another
missed
day.
Trivial Pursuit. So until you battle Mike for the scientific category of Trivial Pursuit, you are not longer the scientist.
I may not be the scientist,
And your name is Cricket.
That was established.
but I am the detective.
Fuck.
because
Is that 'cause you
because
won
he's
Clue?
undefeated in Clue.
That's not documented or recorded.
He's undefeated in Clue.
He- I don't appreciate that he turns away from the camera. That makes it a little more comedic, but Nick did win in Clue. All right. Mike said he hates Clue, so fuck you.
Yeah,
Sidebar.
enjoy it.
Nick, why does the Easter Bunny exist?
I probably learned at
It's a
some
weird
point.
way to.
Well, he's the priest.
Okay.
I probably learned at some point. To be honest, I don't remember.
Was he God's rabbit?
The only thing I could think of,
That wasn't as funny as you think.
the only
I think it's really funny.
the only again with zero information, I probably learned that at some point, but I don't recall it. But taking an educated guess onto why I think it would exist is the story of Jesus' resurrection is not exactly a child-friendly story. So it's possible that the Easter Bunny was created to be a kid-friendly way to introduce kids to Easter.
Right, and
Maybe.
he lays eggs.
Maybe. I'm just taking a wild shot here.
Now,
There's no credibility.
the
at all
reason I
to
put you
what I'm
on
saying.
spot is because of how much you love the Easter Bunny. I mean, Nick, sidebar, this is his favorite holiday.
No.
Yeah,
My
actually,
favorite
every year
holiday is
looks forward to
Halloween.
Easter's. He hosts his own Easter egg hunt every year and invites people. It's kind of weird at this point. But so what are your comments, Nick, on Easter and the Easter Bunny more specifically for the topic?
I think he's a unique fictional character.
Why do you love him so much? Is the
I can't
question.
say he has as much clout as the Santa Claus. Or
Why are
the-
you avoiding
Tooth
how
Fairy.
much you love the Easter Bunny?
Because it's a waste of time.
okay, so
There's
we'll
no
say that.
accuracy to the statement, so I'm not going to
Oh,
acknowledge
so you're now
it
disputing that.
I think the
with any
whole
significance.
Easter shtick is kind of flawed. It's like, okay, let's dump a bunch of these eggs in some liquid paint, and the next thing you know, a giant rabbit's gonna come in our house and hide them all over the place. It's gonna hide them all over the place and
hide
leave you
them
a couple
eggs,
gifts.
have them candy eggs and those candy beans, and you get a big
I
old
would love
basket.
some milk steak right now and the rawest jelly bean.
Now, we've talked shit right about Santa.
Hope you guys
talk
got
some
that
shit
reference,
about-
otherwise that was really weird. of
It
me to
was
say.
weird, so we're just gonna let it
Okay,
be
you
weird.
don't get the reference.
The Tooth Fairy. However, there was a time where I remember as a young lad with my cousin, did the Easter Bunny used to bring you the basket plus a gift? Did you guys receive a gift with the Easter
Yeah.
Bunny basket? There was a number of years where I distinctly remember getting Game Boy games, more specifically Pokemon games.
Yikes!
That was
Jackpot.
huge. Pokemon Sapphire, I believe I
Amazing.
got from an Easter Bunny basket. So that was pretty
That's
cool.
a bar. Yeah, that's pretty good.
That's pretty cool.
Spoiled child.
But why? All right, so now to the should you know question, because we talked about all these people.
Yes.
Should parents lie to their kids about these fabricated ass
Yes.
holidays? Why?
What do you mean?
Are you
why?
gonna lie to your kids?
Yes, because
Why?
I know how much I enjoyed all that shit when I was a kid,
Okay, that's a good argument.
and I want,
I'm not saying
I
you're
want
wrong.
them to experience that.
I'm so mad I can't think of it, but what is the fucking what is the Santa
The garbage
Claus?
troll.
What is
Okay.
the Santa Claus for fucking Dwight Schrute?
Oh, the Belschnickel.
Belschnickel.
Oh my god, there's our officer.
Belschnickel.
Belschnickel. What?
So
He
fucking
throws the
good.
soil in their face.
Just the food that he fucking has.
Gold.
Yeah, it was a
Nick,
great-
watch The Office,
great
you piece of
episode.
shit.
One day.
One day.
Maybe.
Do you think Nick would enjoy it, sidebar?
probably
think so.
would.
I
I
think he
need
would.
to watch that episode when I go home.
Do you think Nick would enjoy The Office?
I probably would.
I think he would find a little bit of humor in there. Hit or miss, right? He's either going to love it or hate it.
No, Nick has a
I
good
can
sense
never
of
read
humor.
Nick, so
He
I
does.
have no idea.
That's why I asked Mike more importantly.
I realistically think I would enjoy The Office.
Yeah.
Again, just TV or video games.
well,
I
you
also
like
don't
you
know
like
what-
dry humor, though.
I also don't
think.
know what Nick
I do love
likes.
dry
like,
humor.
I feel like his room is pure white and he just stares at the wall when he goes home.
I play video games.
No,
all
but
day.
I think you like dry humor almost more than any of us. Here.
I love highbrow, like super deep jokes that maybe only a handful of people would
And that's
get.
pretty much Michael Scott's shtick for the movie. Just dry
No, Michael-
fucking.
Michael
No,
Scott's
no.
over
That's
the
like
top.
Yeah.
like the least.
Exactly.
No,
person
you'd
that
be more like Seinfeld, where it's more like
Yeah.
Yeah.
where Jerry Seinfeld's more of a dry sort of humor. Like
So
I feel
you
like-
you enjoyed. You wouldn't hate The Office. I feel. at
I
least.
wouldn't. I would. I think I would.
You
I've
at
watched a
least
few
like it,
episodes.
yeah.
I think I would like
no,
it.
I mean, The Office is a hard show to hate.
We need to do a
and-
whole
There
topic
are.
on The Office.
There are
So
some
Nick-
episodes that are over the top, and I'm like, all right, cool.
So why is Easter
Funny.
your favorite holiday?
Easter's not my favorite holiday.
I'm talking about the Easter Bunny.
Easter Bunny's not my favorite fictional character, for that matter. Favorite holiday is Halloween. On an actual
gonna
side note, my
put that
favorite
on
holiday
tonight.
is Halloween.
We're gonna talk about that.
because that's
a different
right
day.
around your
My
birthday.
birthday.
Yeah.
Plus, I love.
Is it October 23rd,
No,
30th,
no,
20th? It's the 20th.
no,
It is.
no,
It is.
it's not.
October 12th.
No,
Oh, goddamn.
21st.
no.
Do you know? Nick?
24th, add 3.
I'm pretty sure it's the 23rd.
No.
24th, add 4.
No.
At this time.
24th, add fucking 5. 29th.
You got one and a half of those correct.
It's in the 20s. I know that.
It's in the 20s, no doubt.
It's in the 20s.
I could have swore it was like the 27th or the 29th.
29.
Fuck yeah. It is. I don't need to look it up.
Yeah, that's what the 24th. Due to Nesser 24 add 5 for. I don't know. It doesn't make any sense.
At 5, so you added 5 to your 24 to get 29.
To get 29.
And that's the Foreplay Podcast, everyone, where we talk about the problems in America, shopping online and in stores,
And Belschnickel.
and Belschnickel, and or parents lying to their kids.
We do it all here.
Yes or no? Should parents lie to their kids?
See,
Yes or no? That's all I asked.
I have
Yes or no?
I have a moral conundrum.
Put his seat back. I tried to end the show. Go ahead.
No, honestly, because of the intention, I agree with Kevin. I'm gonna have to.
I agree with
probably
Kevin
say
as
yes
well.
because of all the fun that it brings.
Yes.
The
That you look forward to.
yes, it's
More-
not lying for a morally
Not
bad
many more
reason.
fond memories than running down the stairs on Christmas.
I agree it's a great time, but at the same time I have this like side belief that it's kind of fucked up because
It
it's
is.
so magical then, and then
When
when
you
you
take it
finally
away.
realize how cynical the real world is, it's like a huge just like slap in the face.
And we're going to touch more
It's
on
not-
that
it's
on the
not like
holiday
a,
topic. No, it is.
It's not like a steep
no, but
drop
like,
on a roller
no, but
coaster.
that's where like the downward like slope goes, like
It's all
from
downhill
like
from
the
there.
magical like child feeling, and then you start realizing like, oh, summers like don't mean shit anymore. You work during the summer now, and then
Yeah.
Well, that's
just goes
That's
down.
different from like
Holidays.
Christmas.
No, I'm saying that's where
He's
the
saying,
decline
yeah,
like
I understand what Mike's saying.
of
Yeah.
like childhood like magical happiness
Yeah.
starts.
True.
I mean,
Kevin?
ends.
You don't believe parents should lie to their kids. Mike, lie to your kids?
Do whatever you want.
Should you know? Lie to do whatever you want.
The way you're stating it, no, don't lie to your kids about like other
Technically,
shit.
they lie to their kids.
Well, white lies are good.
It's like
Intention.
yeah, it's like
Yeah, white lies.
Intention.
Nick,
It's
you're
not
good.
meant
You're
to
a
hurt
good-looking
anything.
human being. White lie. This has been the Foreplay Podcast, episode 41.
See, that's
You should subscribe to our channel at youtube.com/4playvideo. Go into the description of all of our videos, like and follow all of our social media pages. Nick and his nipples will be back next week with episode 42. We'll see you guys another day.
Sponsored by-
Thank you guys for watching or listening.
Please subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/4playvideo.
If you like what we're doing, make sure to smash that like button.
be sure to share all our videos with your friends so we could continue to grow. And we'll see you next time.
Bye-bye.